I feel my consciousness rising, flying, floating around the skies, feeling like a feather, traveling in very adventure.
How's it going, everyone? My name is Azarus. Welcome back to some more Incredibox. Today we're going to be playing a new mod called Shpongle. I'm gonna be honest, that name is super unique. Just taking a look at the credits, we got a couple familiar names in here. First off, we got person from Brazil, we got Artemiy in here, we got lijah, TPFR, and Boogo. And then a special thanks to Shadow, Glitchy, The Thing, Siren Bread, Cold Seamer, pretty damn cool. I have no idea what type of genre this is gonna cover. Judging from the front, it almost looks like disco in a way. But it's time for one of my favorite parts of the day. Let's go ahead and check out some fan art. We got one coming in from Zeenoodle Arts with a very handsome Azarus. My god. Actually, wait, hold on. We have the same fit, the same haircut right now. Did you just depict what I'm going to be wearing today? How did you know? Well, from the looks of it, looks like the regular Azarus and corrupted Azarus are taking a selfie. Looks like corrupted Azarus is a bit confused. But my god, though, the detail to this is crazy. Like, I love how you even got the fade going on the side of my head and that majestic smile. But either way, Zeenoodle Art coming in with some fire art. I love your style too. It's so nice. Next up, we got one coming in from AyItzAmy. We got a little slideshow of Azarus trying to take a picture of what looks to be an angelic version of Azarus. So he got surprised and started crying. So I'm not really too sure what happened there. And I think there's actually like a little bit of lore to this. So that's honestly really cool. Either way, loving the art, loving the lore behind it too. We got one coming in from JMSolar, coming in with some super scary art of the corrupted Azarus with a crazy smile. Look at that. And what I can only imagine to be ferrofluid running down his eyes. Again with the backlighting of red, I really like that. I think that looks really cool. I do add that in some of my thumbnails too because I like the look of it. But damn, you nailed the smile. We got one coming in from Jade the Forest Deer. I think this was Galaxy Night. Coming in with a very loving comic of Azarus sharing some bread. A rare sight. I don't know how often I'd be sharing my bread, especially if I'm on low supply. Oh my god. Not only that, but it's to be continued. So I guess we're waiting on a second part to it. I'll keep my eyes open. Last one coming in from Nadirr, if I'm saying that right. Oh my god, we got the profile picture inside a TV. How classic is that? Second off, it's pixel art. I love pixel art. I don't know what it is about pixel art. I vibe with it. Not only that though, but it is a GIF, so there's some static going on in the back too. That's awesome. Crazy recreation of the profile picture. I love this. Either way, I think that is going to wrap it up for this week. So let's actually move on to the mod, shall we? Not gonna lie, I'm liking the color scheme we got going on here. Let's actually get into it though. Again, I'm liking it. Very colorful polos. None of them match, but I'm guessing it's still gonna be the beats, effects, melodies, and voices like we always have. Oh, and we got a bonus. Oh my god. Okay, so this should be fun. I'm curious to see what it's gonna be like. There's no extra polos here. There's no secrets. Either way, let's move on to beat one. See how it sounds. Crazy design to the polo. I really like that. It was like a crystal style polo, which is really cool. Seems like we're starting off with the hi-hats, almost like hi-hats in a way. Someone was definitely making that beat too, which is pretty cool. All right, let's head into beat two. Looks like a hat with some horns on it. Okay. Fire beat. Fire. Absolutely killed that beat. That was one of the dudes from the main menu, right? Yeah, I think so. Again, looking pretty fly with his design, okay? Still have no idea what they're basing it off of here. I have no idea. Starting off strong with the beats, let's move on to beat three. I have no idea what that is. Some kind of hat. Wow. That dude was tripping. Hard. Crazy animation for that. Come on, those eyes were cool. But I think we can all know what he was doing. Fire beat though. That was great. I might be getting the feeling that this whole mod's gonna be like one trip. Like it's just gonna be some crazy stuff that's happening in this mod. I mean, just considering the randomization of the colors for each polo icon. Either way, let's move on to beat four. Let's hear it. I cannot pinpoint a design flow. They're all so different. Again with another solid beat. Someone's actually beatboxing that too, which is pretty cool. Always reminds me of the original Incredibox versions. Moving on to beat 5. Looks like some kind of mask. This is throwing me for a loop. I have no idea. We got some kind of tiki mask. A great beat, but we got like a crystal dude, some guy with a hat, looks like a magician almost, some guy tripping, like super different. It seems like I'm gonna have fun with those beats. Let's move on to the effect. Oh, I wonder if we're gonna get a synth or a bass. I'm thinking a bass. Wow. I don't know what I was looking at. First off, fire bass. I think I was right. That was more of like a bassy bass. We got a brain in a jar. Jamming out. Animation was solid too. I like the brain hopping around in the jar. Alright, moving on to effect. Looks like an Eskimo hat, right? You know, after looking at it up close, I don't know if that's an Eskimo like hat. This is gonna be such an interesting mod, I can already tell. Also looked like he had some slime on him too. I don't know what that was all about. Alright, moving on to effect. This one's definitely gonna be the person from the main menu, yeah. I might try to recreate that for my thumbnail. It's gonna look horrifying, but it might work. This is like exotic. That is a great name for this mod so far. It is very exotic. I have no idea what's happening. Effect wasn't bad though. I like the animation for that too. I like how the eyes went in different there. Oh, but yeah, definitely getting like psychedelic type of vibes from this mod so far. We're gonna move on to the eyeball, which is effect 4. Yeah, let's hear it. If you had headphones on, you can hear it go back and forth between each ear. That was cool. That definitely strengthens the argument that it is like a psychedelic type of mod. Come on now. It reminds me of Jeevan a little bit. That one specifically reminded me of Jeevan. All right, let's move on to the last effect here. Really smooth animation for that. Very short. There wasn't much happening in that loop altogether, but it was also an effect. We're halfway through. I think the designs so far are really cool. I like how they're all different. They're all so random. We're gonna move on to the melodies here. We got the flower. We're gonna see what that is. Oh, that was nice. I was jamming with that. It was like peaceful too. It was like a xylophone. Actually, wait, I don't think that is a xylophone. I think that's what do you call the xylophone, but it's wooden? I don't know. The polos are continuing to be super exotic and very interesting. Let's move on to the second effect. Let's move on to the second melody here and see how it sounds. Hold up, because it's actually giving me like Geek Dance vibes though. Geek Dance was a very, very interesting mod. That mod also felt like psychedelic. I didn't know what was happening. Melodies are great so far. We're gonna move. Is that a jellyfish on his head? Oh. We got some violin. Oh, wait. Wasn't there something like that in Colorbox? The Octolin dude? However, that was a octopus. This is a jellyfish. Completely different species. Sounds great overall. I think that was a great addition to the melodies. Continues to be exotic. So on that note, let's move on to this, I don't even know, a headband of sorts. Okay, you lost me completely. That melody was crazy though. That is probably my favorite melody so far. Animation was crazy. That was like ridiculously smooth with the eye movements, and the sound was robotic. Also, again, super unique because no other polo is a robot or anything. I don't know what this is. We're gonna move on to melody 5. Such an interesting design for it. That's so cool though. And that was almost like a choir, but they're humming also. It was really nice. Really nice melody. Could honestly be a voice too. Man, I wonder if we're getting lyrics here. I feel like we definitely are, but I'm like, what could they be? All right, let's move on to the glasses.
DMT, 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 do 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 DMT, LSD do DMT, LSD do DMT. I love everybody, do do do, love 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 love, dee dee do love do dee da dee do dee.
But it was, what a wild voice to start off with. I'm gonna be honest, caught me off guard. We got a 3D style polo. That is the craziest thing I've seen. Do you know what that reminds me of though? That reminds me of Baldi's Basics, right? Super wild voice. I don't even get me started with the design compared to the other ones. Crazy start. Let's move on to the second voice here. What was he saying? Koi? Honestly, a relatively normal looking polo. He was ripped also. Almost like a choir in a way too. That was nice. Moving on to the third voice, looks like another type of helmet.
I feel my consciousness rising from my body, floating around the skies, feeling like a feather, traveling in every dimension.
Psychedelic, trippy. Those are the words to express what I just seen, and probably to describe this whole entire mod, especially when I put everything together. That voice is cool though. I think the animation, the voice itself, I'm curious what this intro is gonna be like, dude. We're gonna move on to the second to last voice here.
When shall I be free? When I shall cease to be?
Well, hello there. How's it going? Pretty solid voice. I can't deny that. Overall, adds to the trippiness. We're just gonna move on to the last beat here. I don't even know what some kind of mask. I'm guessing a mask. For some reason, I feel like this is gonna give me like some type of nightmare. Like, what were you on when you made this mod? I love it so far. Okay, I can only imagine what this bonus is gonna be like. Let's hear the beats together. Let's hear it. Trippy or not, that was a fire beat. Come on now. Let's go ahead and move on to the effects now. Let's hear it. I think I just ascended into the fourth dimension there. That was the craziest set of effects that I've heard. Crazy so far. I don't even know what's happening, but I like it. I like the confusion. All right, let's move on to the melodies here. Okay, I think I just descended into the second dimension there. What is going on? What's happening? Those are some nice melodies, though. I was vibing with that, though. I feel like this is exactly what you would experience if you just picked up some random mushrooms off the ground in the woods and just ate them. Just ate them all. Like, who cares, right? Let's move on to the voices. I can only imagine what they're going to sound like together.
DMT, 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 do do do, DMT, LSD, do DMT, LSD, do DMT, I love everybody, do do do, love, 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 dee dee do, wow, do dee da dee do dee, DMT, 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 do do do, DMT, LSD, do DMT, LSD, do DMT, I love everybody, do do do, love, 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 dee dee do, wow, do dee da dee do dee, DMT, 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 do DMT, LSD, do DMT, LSD, do DMT, I love everybody, do do love, 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 dee dee do, wow, do dee da dee do dee.
This is by far the trippiest mod that I've covered so far. Even trippier than Geek Dance. They topped it. So on that note, let's go ahead and make ourselves the trippiest beat. I think I just transcended through reality, through time, through the multiverse, through all the dimensions, and then found myself back here. That was definitely the trippiest beat I have heard out of all the Incredibox mods that I've covered. Nothing comes close. Yeah, that was wild. To be honest, it was a roller coaster. and I loved it. It was great. I love how everything is just so random and so different. However, we still got a bonus. I almost forgot about it, I'll be honest. Let's go ahead and check out this bonus.
I love everybody. Do 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 wow 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 dee dee do wow do dee da dee 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 DMT 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 do 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 DMT LSD do DMT LSD do DMT I love everybody. Do 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 wow 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 dee dee do wow do dee da dee dee dee. Divine moments now, divine moments of truth, total and utter cosmic stuff.
Wow. That just made it even crazier. That was cool though. That reminds me of a type of game. It was like a paint style game that I used to play when I was a kid. I think they might have had it in like schools and stuff like that. This might be based off of something. I have no idea, but it does give me vibes of Baldi's Basics. I think there's actually a mod, a scratch mod based off of Baldi's, but I don't know. It's like something I can't really pinpoint. Especially this like 3D style polo. Of course, I do want to know what you guys think of this mod, so definitely leave it down in the comments. And hell, if you know what this is based off of, definitely leave it down in the comments as well. I'm actually curious if it is. Overall, I think you guys did an amazing job on this mod. However, I do have one question. What were you on when you made this mod? But either way, I do want to thank the members of the channel, thank the people who have joined the Discord, and thank you for watching. So, I appreciate you joining me on this journey. And on that note, I guess I'll catch you guys in the next video.